Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. So, Sunday, after I got off the live with you guys, um, I intended I intended on sewing in my signatures into my journal. And look what I didn't do. I didn't sew them in. I made the mistake of sitting on the couch and turning on a show and passed out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sew in the signatures. So I still need to punch my holes in here, and then I can get the sewing done. Alright, just before I started the live, I went ahead and measured out the thread I needed. So that's at least done. Just gonna put that there. This will be interesting, seeing as I have since the base is a game boards. So we'll see how readily you can poke through. Looks relatively easy enough. Before I ended my live Sunday, I did already punch the holes in the signatures because that was a little bit of a struggle bus before ending the live because various size papers and all that. So I won't have to deal with that. I kept them all clipped together, so I won't have to worry about setting them. Now, remove that board, and I'm just going to make sure this is actually going through. Just going to kind of feel for it on the other side. Hey, Sherry. Okay. Now, this should be relatively simple, but I am going to start from the back signature and go forward. Okay. Now, I already threaded my needle. This is going to be very interesting with all the bulk I'm going to have to deal with here on my journal. If anything, if I had thought about it, which I obviously didn't, I probably should have added all the things after sewing in the signatures. But hindsight, here, let's do it this way. This might not be helpful for you guys much visually, but I think it may help me a little bit better. I'm just going to clip that closed and grab another clip. Hey, Christina. Okay, so we'll see how this works. So I'm going to have to go back through and paint there because I must have missed it when I was doing the rest of it, which is fine. Okay, I need to lean this against something or something lean against it. That'll work for the time being. Leave that there. Through the first hole. Back through on the second hole. And on the signature. Oh, yay. Cool. That one, there it is. There we go. There it is. There we go. We're going to go back through the second one, hopefully without splitting the thread. Good. There we go. Cool. Let me see. Okay. I need Okay, I'm just attaching one of these clips to the end so I don't accidentally pull thread all the way through. But so you are there. Okay. Oh, I lost my thread. Try that again. Okay. So you go there, and then you go somewhere over here. Yeah, right there. Cool. Hazel. Yeah, I didn't allow myself enough time to even attempt to sit down when I got home. Like, I got home and I had 15 minutes to get my stuff set down, let the dog out, grab me something to drink, and get in here. And that's about it. It's like if I gave myself any opportunity to sit down in the living room at all, I would have been done for. Plus, it helps that I pre-scheduled my live for this afternoon. Oh, bless you, Blue Bear. The dog just came in just to sneeze at me. Okay. Now, where is this one down here? That's not it. That's not it. No, we're close in here. Blue Bear, you picked the worst timing. There it is. Okay. She must have had some of her food. Now she needs to go potty. Give me. I know. Give me a moment, girlie. Come on. Okay. Alright, so we are, where are we? right here. And this one goes back through this one. Hey, Terry. Oh, thank you. I set you right there. Will that work? That might work. Maybe I can schedule my live from under here. From under where? From under the two cats sit. Well, it depends on if you're doing like a StreamYard or via YouTube. It also depends on if you use a webcam or if you use your phone for streaming. There we go. Yay. Because I know for me, if I use my blah, 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 blah. Let me get my words straightened out. So when I just stream via YouTube, when I stream just via YouTube, like without guests or anything, I have to schedule it via my laptop because I use my webcam for streaming, and I can't schedule it on my phone for that reason. Because if I try to schedule it on my phone, it assumes I'm going to go mobile and stream from my phone. So, and it doesn't really give you an option to select which way you're going to stream. Oh, that seems a little high, but okay. So yeah, if I stream via StreamYard, then I can schedule from my phone, and it wouldn't really matter. Yeah. Yeah, if you're just using the YouTube services to stream, you're not going through any other streaming software or whatever, then you'd want to schedule your live via your laptop or desktop. If you try doing it through your phone, it's going to assume you're going to want to stream through your phone. And it doesn't give you an option to not do that, unfortunately. Or at least for me, I have an Android phone, so I don't know if that makes any difference at all. But yeah, so that's a little high. Oh well. Hmm. Um, well, it's just that one, so I think we'll be fine. Whatever. If I feel the need to fix it, I will later. Okay, so I'm going to take these off since that's done. And I'm just going to clip that with those little repeat the last would be useful. Wonder if I can. I thought my phone was vibrating for a moment. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I have noticed that like sometimes I can go into my YouTube and it suggests I can use some of the previous settings from previous lives, but those ones are the ones like that were used where I use StreamYard to YouTube to stream. And it usually suggests that when all I want to do is just use YouTube. I'm just like, so that's not going to work. Because the only time I use StreamYard is on Sundays because I have guests. If I don't have guests, I don't use StreamYard because YouTube doesn't. YouTube itself, to my knowledge, I hasn't changed it within the last 2 years. That it doesn't allow for guests unless you are all using unless you are all mobile using StreamYard. Like if you're all using your phones. But like I said, I don't use my phone for streaming. I have on occasion, but it's not my go-to. Okay, so, you turkey. Hey, Wilhelmina. Okay, where was I? Okay, I was about to sew through the center. Oh. So if I mhm. Ah, you turn. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, for fuck's sake. There's, oh goodness, there. So, Cheryl, after that, and Casey, which sweet? Am I not a friend? Am I not either? Can everybody else hear me fine? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay, Cheryl, it seems to be a problem on your end. So it sounds like I'm not the problem, you're the problem. The guy's words. So I'm going to try to tighten some of this up because I seem to have a little bit currently. That should be good. And tighten that one. Let's try going from this side. See if I have more wiggle room on this side. Okay. Oh, we'll see how this goes. I just need to be able to get in here at a bad angle on the other side. I don't know if this is exactly much better, but it's definitely not me knowing all of this. Oh, there we go. There we go. I knew that was going to. Okay, now I need to go through and tighten this all the way around. I can't grab onto this thread. Seems tight enough. You need to get on there. Cool. All right, let's. Yeah, there we go. Take that needle away. Is it? Me. There we go. Cool. Now I think I'm going to just put those together. Oh, how about we do this? Take that one off and take this one off, and then we'll clip those two together. There we go. There we go. Hoard it, I guess. I don't know. Like I do with all my other projects. Like I don't sell my work. Like plus I like being able to look back at what I've done, like physically look through and look back at what I've done periodically to see where I've been to where I'm at. And this one will be one of those ones I look back and I was like, wow, that was a lot. And it might be one of those things, and it's like, yeah, I put a lot of work into that. That was something I may not repeat again because that was a lot of work. Or it may be something that I look back and it's like, okay, I see a lot of what I did and I really like it, but there's so much I could have done to make it simpler or make it more efficiently or anything like that. That's why I like keeping a lot of my work is because it's it's a learning curve when you go back and look at it. Because you're always learning and growing, like just like with any aspect in life. So when you go back and look at like where you came from with it, you can see all the flaws and everything at a different stage of life that you probably didn't see when you were originally in that stage of life. And that too, like there's so many things I've looked back on. It's like, oh, I made that. That is awesome. I need to make that again. I do that to myself all the time. As and I'll be like, why did I stop making that? But then again, when I look at some of the stuff I previously made, while I still love the idea, I still think the idea is awesome. I was like, yeah, I would never make it that way again because like that's not my style anymore. Or is all my discovery of seeing what my style even was. So I need to give myself a little bit more slack here in a moment. So that slid off where it was supposed to be. Okay, so where are we? Where? Can I find it? Okay, I found it. Yay. Hmm. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so there's a lot of tightening I need to do here. So we're going to hold on to that. Mm-hmm. Okay, come on, where are you? There you are. Okay. I'm going to pull on this one. Okay. Set that aside. There we go. I think we're all tightened up. Before I tie it, I just want to be sure. Okay. Should be good enough. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So this signature is a little higher than the other two, which I'm not exactly sure how I did that, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Ah! There we go. There we go. And then this part's going to get covered. Now, if anything, I probably could have scooted. Oh, there's a clip in there. That's probably part of my issue. One of many. Okay. But yeah. So that. Let me zoom out so you guys can get a. Ooh, that's not the button I wanted. Bad button pusher. There you go. So I'm going to have to definitely put a closure on this for sure. But I mean, I don't know if you can really see, but this one I probably should have had it a little bit over this way, but it's fine. It's even with the amount of space I thought I had, so yeah. Let me put these out of the way. So this will be interesting because I made a bunch of ephemera to go in here. How bulky this is. I don't know if any of it's going to go in here. Here, I'm going to try to shift my camera out a little bit. I don't know how well it's going to work. So you're going to see my wall a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. I can see the full desk. Okay. So now, unfortunately, the only way you'd be able to actually journal on this is you'd have to open these flaps to be able to lay any of the pages down. So you would have to have a huge workspace to be able to do that. Which, at the moment, I do not. Well, here. There's that. There's that. She goes up. She goes down. He goes up. He goes down. And then you can go through the journal. So something like that. So let's go through this thing one by one. And I think that will be it for this journal. So I have, let me zoom back in a little bit. Just enough to get into this section at least. That way you can see what's going on. There we go. So there's this one. She flips open. And let me see, I need a card or something. Just use this. If you're going to add writing, there are other options like gluing it in or using paper. Yeah. So there's this little pocket here, right behind this girl, right behind this little one. And then this flips up. Then you got a pocket here. And then I think, yeah, you could tuck something there if you wanted to, but it's not really feasible to do that. We flip this up. And then, I know you can't see this very well, but flip that. That opens. And then there's this big tuck spot back here. And here I have my camera app open, so that was bugging me. Okay, so then on I'm going to put this down here for the time being. So this flap here, there's a pocket here. Okay, and there's obviously a pocket there. And then this is purely just decorative, but if you wanted, you could put something behind the 3 here. And then this is interactive. There's that. And that flips up, and then this is just a messy collage. And then pop this up here. Let's put this back. Okay. And there's this part here. This opens, and yeah, that just flips open. That flips open. Okay. And this flips up. And this is not the greatest project to show to you guys. I mean, most of this in previous videos, you saw how these worked as I was working on them, but okay, so this is one we were just previously looking at, had the tag flips off of here. Okay, so flip that down, and then this flips open there, and this is a pocket here. See, pocket. So there's that, and then there's this flip here. So, and then this has a pad of paper here. And this guy reading the newspaper is holding it back. That flips down. And then has the girl here that's holding the rest of the paper behind her. If you wanted to, you can stick more ephemera under there. So that's that side. Let's see if I can flip that down, that up, and that down, and then these go like that. That's the left side. And then go straight to the right side. Okay. Stay. Okay, so here's that. This guy pulls out, and flip that open, and there's a spot there. This is my blind guy, and he pulls out too. Okay. And there's a pocket back here. Where did I put that little piece of paper that I was showing pockets with? So So there's a pocket back here, right behind that. And then you can tuck behind this tag. This is a little window here. See that? And then this flips open. There's a little tuck spot back here too. And then this flips up, obviously. Okay, and then she flips open. There's a little tuck spot there. Closes back up. And then this flips up more. There's that. Then this little tuck spot underneath. Okay. And there's this one here. And this slides. And this is just decorative there. This flips up. And up here, a little tuck spot up here. Down here, I think, not much. I was thinking you could tuck behind him, but no, I didn't leave that one open too much. But this flips open. And then you can tuck something in there, but it only goes like from here to here because I have stitching right there. And then you could put something up here. So from here to here, and then a little spot there. So there's that. And that flips up. Then there's this panel here. So this is wire stitched on. And then these tags are little tuck spots. Okay. That's it for the top side. On the bottom side, I'm going to put these down real quick. Okay, so got so much stuff in the way. One moment. This one you need like a full open table to actually look through, which is not what I have available to me at the moment. Okay. So then there's this one here. This. I can't remember. Okay. So I can't remember exactly what I did here. So I think this, yeah, this is just a tuck spot here. So you can put something here and it will block his face. And then when you pull out, you see his face. But this is like sewn on. Okay. And then this comes down. Then this flips open. And this flips open. I think, yeah, I have this so it kind of like, but it can also flip open. And then this, nope, never mind. I thought I left that as a little tuck spot, but this is a journaling spot here. So there's that. And then we'll shift back down again. Ups and downs and ups and downs. So then there's this one. This is just a pad of paper I have one of those old bank clips that I grunged up with some alcohol ink. There's nothing behind this, and this is just all decorated here. Okay, and then this flips down, and then again, this is all just decorated up here and down here, and it's just another pad of paper, so there's no text spots there. But yeah, that's that. Now let's see if I can show you how the journal pages are. Okay. We are going to go through the journal pages. So, well, as much as I can anyways. There we go. Now you guys can see a little bit better. And try zooming out a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. So there's that. There's that. I think. Yeah. So back here is a tuck spot, and it's like literally built into the page. And just a decorative element. And this is a pocket as well. This is a tuck spot behind the pocket with the way I had it stitched on there. That's a pocket. And this is a little tuck spot behind that. This can be decorated still. This is a little top tuck here. Just goes up to the stitching there. On this side, there's a little pocket on this side here. Is that on the front? No. For some reason, I thought there was one on the front as well. Need to shrink this down. Okay. Now, on this side, this is mostly decorative. I mean, if you wanted to, you could tuck something under here, like a little bit, but not too much. I don't think that's open enough for that. Okay. Sorry, I have to look at some of these pages and remember. So this one is a bag. So like, there's, I think I need to tighten that signature. Now that signature is pretty loose there. That's unfortunate. That's fine. It can be adjusted. And then this one's a smaller little pocket. This is just a decorative element page. And then Franken page. I don't think there's any pockets here. No pockets there. This little tuck spot there. Little pocket down here. Little tuck spot up here. And this opens up here. And you can kind of tuck something under there if you wanted to. And the bag continues to this side. And then, no, it doesn't look like there's any pockets there. Pocket there, tuck there, tuck there. Here, tuck there, tuck everywhere, tuck, tuck. Okay, and then this is a decorative page. No tucks on that one. This one, I remember up here is a spot. You can tuck something in. And up here, you tuck something in. Just a little decorative thing there. You could tuck something in here, but I'd probably like reinforce it, like create an extension to that. If I were to tuck something in there, here's a tuck spot, or a pocket rather. And then over here, and then right here, it took something right there, but like there is like a little tunnel there. So if you had something narrow enough, you could put something in there. And then right here, I think this just barely open enough that you can. Well, this is a little tuck there, like that, because it just goes to those stitches. And this, you tuck something here, I may end up gluing this little part down, just because like it's flimsy around the stitches there, so I might glue that down. And then this part is a belly band. Okay. Right here is pocket. And that all the way. Right there's a tuck. And right there is a tuck as well. That's about it. So, yeah. So I think part of my problem with, is it this one or is it this one? Yeah, this is the loosey-goosey one. Yeah, I don't know. Thought I tightened that enough, apparently I didn't. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Michelle. Hey, Patty. Thank you, Patty. Appreciate it. So, you can, and I appreciate it. So, okay. So, I need to tighten this up if I can. Okay, so, to do. I might be able to tighten. Oh, maybe that's. Is that where that was supposed to go? Huh. This signature is loose, so I gotta tighten this down. Okay, let's see. So I gotta figure out how best to tighten this up. There we go. I need to put something there to help hold it down while I try to tighten it. That's not gonna. Okay, I think that should be good. Let's see how loose this one is now. Because it was really loosey-goosey. Oh yeah, that's much better now. Is this one loosey-goosey too? One's a little bit. Okay, so this needs and right that way. No, this way. And this way, right? Okay, so not too much. Felt like it did while I was going through it, but just in cases, tighten that knot just a little bit more. There we go. Cool. I'm just going to leave those threads hanging down. So, all right. Now what to do today? Now that I finished my big project, because I don't think there's. Oh yeah. Well, technically, it's not finished. Because I still gotta put. I still gotta make my cover spine for this yet, and then I still need to. Well, I don't need to, because I think this is actually pretty cool as is. But I kind of want to create a centerpiece for this. But like I said, I don't think it's necessary that I do. But this, I feel, is necessary to cover up. Like I do need to make something to go there. But yeah. Okay, now let's see how wide he ends up actually being. Because I know you guys are all just dying to know. So I am pinching a little. Because once I get a binding closure on it, it will be a bit tighter. So it's about 5 inches. Like down here, the spine itself is about 4 inches. But like when it comes up here, it does like gator mouth even with me pinching. It's about 5 inches. But yeah. I wonder if these strands are long enough. I might actually put them at the top, and then have things dangle from them instead of having them at the bottom where they currently are. Okay. So yeah, find the center. Oh, where are we? There we go. Okay. Okay. So these strands here are from sewing in the signatures. So they're coming out of the center of the signatures on the inside. But what I'm thinking is putting dangles on them or something. Like rusty bits, like rusty bells and gears and stuff like that, and hanging them off the back here. I think that would be really cool. But yeah. Otherwise, it's pretty much done. Just need to do the closure on the spine, or closures, because I do want to create some type of closures for these two sets of panels here. And then a complete closure for this. But yeah. Hello. Just heard someone honk outside. But yeah. But now I gotta figure out what I'm going to do with all this ephemera that I made for this. That apparently is not going to go in here because I couldn't stop adding. And tomorrow I plan on going to my local scrapbook shop to hang out. And I'm going to bring this with so they can see how it turned out. And because I know they've been wanting to see the progress of it as well. Oh, all right. Whew. Sorry, I'm going to get myself resituated here for a moment because that took a lot. That took a lot. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I didn't start my crafty candle. How dare I? Okay. Oh, Patty, did your live last night, did that end up redirecting or whatever to this live today? Or do you know? I don't know if it automatically does that or if you have to set that up. I don't know if you're still here or not. Ugh. Now, at some point, I may actually go over the cover, like the grungy panels on the cover, like on the front and back, and then the flip outs and everything. I might go through either with matte gel or a spray sealant, just because I don't want all that grunge to end up rubbing off after a while. which I think it was doing like while I was flipping through it. So now, what to do next? I don't, at the moment, I don't want to deal with creating this the spine for the thing. So what are we going to do? Now that the crafty candle is lit. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to adjust my camera just a wee bit because it's a wee bit crooked and I don't like it. Stir her. There we go. That's a bit better. Now I can zoom back in. Okay. And boop. Ooh, that's way over there. And up. There we go. Cool. All right. Now that we got the cool stuff out of the way, what do you guys want to do? I had thoughts on doing something after that today, and I forgot what it was. I could. Let's see. What do I have to hand that I can play with? Let's go ahead and alter another one of these. Okay, hands function. Why are you sticking so? Oh, turkey. So let's do. I think I'm going to alter these in the same grungy fashion-ish. It's not quite enough. No. Mostly just to use up more of my grungy paper here. Okay. That one. I'll do the same with this one. Hey, Di. Oh, sure. Now everybody comes back as soon as Di gets here. I see how it is. Where did I just? There it is. It's your magnetic personality. My Di brings all the crafties to the yard. Oh, really? That'll be interesting. Seeing as you'll be drawing my version of the Mad Hatter. My version of the Mad Hatter translating to Christina's version of the Mad Hatter. Now, just going to glue all this down. Okay. Honestly, it's better than the 2-day drawing, which was terrible. I switched to pencil instead of straight pen. Yeah, I can get that. That makes sense. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. This might work. Better than gluing the other way, like I previously did. Oops. Okay, that one. We do this one. Mark the one up. I think I'm going to do the darker one up on this one. Cool beans. Hey, Val. From my cocoon of blankets. That's fair. The best place to be. Unless you're in your craft room, then that's a better place to be. If you're able to be in your craft room, that is. Okay. Okay. All right. So that needs to dry. That obviously still needs to dry. I think gluing on the paper instead of gluing on the board is better. Okay, now let's do another one, a larger one. And did I do anything with the? I didn't do anything with the gesso one yet. Or that one. Let's finish this one first, since it's pretty much done. I think I was debating on whether I was going to put anything else behind this. I think is where I left off. Ouch. Knee. What do I have nearby that I can potentially put on here? Hmm. Maybe. This has some stuff in it. Let's see what we got in here first. What is the image? It is, the image is supposed to be a headstone. It's a Patty image. So this eye here is from one of Patty's papers, and then this image here is a Patty paper. I don't know. Vale, did you catch the C word? No, not that C word. Thank you, Vale. Ooh, kind of liking those there. Huh. Did it just start today or? Blends in too much. Oh my goodness. Stop it. No. Come on. Okay. So. Mm, no. I do like those there. Would you seriously stop moving? No. I feel like something needs to go there and there. I'm not sure what. That could be fun. Let's look. It's a weird, cramping, heavy feeling in my. Oh, huh. Did it just start today, hon, or have you been feeling it for a couple days? Yeah, I like that funny. Oh, thank you, Vale. Put that there. Do the circle one in here somewhere. Circle one would be cool. Alas, I do not. I think just like that is good. Hey, Carrie. All right. What do you guys think? Does that feel complete to you? Whoop. Oh, I was trying to move my foot over. I didn't realize I still had something in front of it. Over here. Few days. I felt it before too. Seems to be after I've slept. Oh. Does a hot shower or a bath help? I know sometimes that helps clear stuff up or at least calm it down for me, but everybody's body is different. So, there. Hmm. So I think I'm going to try and figure out how I want to do this so I'm not screwing everything up. I think I'm going to glue the labels down. Let's try this again. Blue is acting up. There we go. Okay. I need to think of what I want to do tomorrow. Because if anything, I kind of want to. I'm planning on going to Picnic Hill tomorrow. So I need to plan ahead on what I'm going to bring with me. So that way I can just grab it and head out the door. But I plan on going live tomorrow as well before I head out. So I need to have my crafty bag packed up, my boots tied tight. Hope I don't get in a fight. Sorry, got a Adam Sandler song stuck in my head. But yeah, I want to have a bag or two, typically two, packed up tonight. That way, all I have to do is grab it and go. What about there? Ish, if it'll go on straight. There we go. But I have to think about so whatever I intend on bringing with me tomorrow has to be slightly different from what I intend on playing with tomorrow on my live. There we go. So, Val, if you've had this a few days now, did you already uh, check in with your doctor to see what it could potentially be? Just go in there. Me. No, I'm going to try hydrating more. Dehydration can cause nocturnal. Oh, gotcha. Or fabric. What are you saying, Di? What about or fabric? I think there might be something missing of what you're intending to say. Are the squiggly bits made from support? They're what's coming out of here? It's basically this stuff. It's a fibrous material. I need to get more of this stuff specifically, but what I have, I got clearance. It was Christmas. Um, the white sparkly version. Like I can, so this stuff I can color. That's the benefit of it being white, but I have to like go like that to get all the glittery bits off because I don't. Y'all know me. I don't do glittery bits anything. I have a die cut for chain link, but it's like I don't know, like only like 4 or 5 links. Okay, now this will be interesting. So I want everything else to stay right where it's at. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. Where did I bring that on side that way it sets for a moment? But where did I just put my new clear lid thingy? Where'd she go? Well, I'll find it here in a moment. Oh, do you die? See, do you get off Amazon? Because I've heard a lot of people say they get it from like Dollar Tree or whatever. I'm just like, I've stopped in a couple of our Dollar Trees locally. I've never seen it. I see it at work, but it's like kind of this one. And then, Timu. Okay. There's another netting thing I kind of want to get. Um, that I saw. Who did I say use it? Oh, Crafty by Tony. I saw Tony use some netting type thing similar to this, but I think she got off Amazon. Oh my gosh, I really hate this glue so much. And most of my glues, I can like not use it for a while and it not have issues. This one, no. Okay, so we're gonna set you up there. Whoop. There we go. The rest of them are fine. Cool. Now I want all those clips I had over here. If they'll reach over far enough, just pull. There we go. That just seems. Yeah, I can see that die. Okay. No, I'm just going to leave that to completely settle. But I think that one's done. Now, if I can find the cap to this, that would be amazing. Because I don't want to accidentally poke myself. This is going to be my next project or item to work on. I feel like it'd be called like mesh ribbon or something. Open mesh ribbon. Huh? Called it. Well, where the rubber duck did that go? That is one thing about clear things that sucks. Probably accidentally threw it in there while I'm thinking about it. My little clear cap that goes on this so I don't accidentally stab myself with it. Well, it doesn't appear to be in here. Chances are I set it aside so I wouldn't lose it, and then what do? I lose it. And I didn't put it in here because I didn't open that. Same with this one. It didn't end up in my lap. Oh, whatever. I'll find it when I find it. Hi, Blue Bear. Oh, I'll just find it when I find it. It's whatever. You need to go outside. I'll be right back. The blue needs to use the restroom. Oh, bye, Vale. You have a good one. Oh, wait. No, Vale's not leaving. Bye, Christina. What is that noise? Okie dokie. So, these have been gessoed for a while. I'm hoping they'll take to moisture better than some of the other things some of the other panels I've altered. So, we'll see what happens. Put that like that for now. Let's do. And then we'll grab these. All right. Come on. There we go. Oh, whatever those notifications were, they stopped, thankfully. Okay, so. Okay, 9. 1 at a time. How do I want to do this? Thinking. Let's do the sand one. Okay. Yeah. I'll use a metal one. So just so into that. I'll moisten it up. So this is my homemade texture paste, and it dries up periodically. I just either add more gesso or add more modeling paste in it to soften it back up. There we go. That's much better. Ah. Okay, there we go. That should be good enough. All right, now I forgot what I was going to put down first. I think we start with no, get that out of the way. I'm going to start with this one. So what this is mostly comprised of is just a texture powder that you can get at. It's a paint texture powder that you can get at home improvement stores or hardware stores, whatever. And you can either mix in gesso or modeling paste if you want it thicker. Add modeling paste. If you're wanting a thinner consistency, then do gesso. And I think, Guy, if you're still here, I think I put together some of this paste on her channel for the use it or lose it. If I remember correctly. Okay. Something came off. Well, whatever that was is kind of cool. Now I'm going to, let's see, let's clean that up down there. And then I'm going to get rid of, I have all my pot knife. And then I'm going to just model that up a little bit so it's just no defined squaring there. I think there. There. There we go. Okay. Just gonna close out for the time being so I don't accidentally dry that out. Oopsie. I'm going to take my heat tool to this. Okay. Now, I am wanting to put some clockworks on here. Yes, this is a Tim Holtz stencil. All the stencils I have here are Tim Holtz. I think this came with. I don't remember if I bought. I think I bought these singly. I think no. Yeah, I think I bought it in like a stencil pack. Most of these smaller ones on when I was just trying to get some stencils, and I was trying to get all of his inks and everything. Yeah. Yeah, because I was finding like packs of like 4 or 6 stencils. Where I think initially these ones, if I remember right, I think they came with like a set of stamps. Like if you bought them in store or on Simon Says Stamp or whatever, I think they usually came with. I think they usually came with a small stamp set. I think it was like the mixed media uh, bundles or something like that. I can't remember. Or mixed media layers. I can't remember. Mine was by itself. Now you got me wanting to try texture paste again. Yeah, I can't remember. It was either these ones that came in the packs, like these larger ones that have more than one pattern. I think it was one of. I think it was these larger ones. Yeah, I think it was these larger ones that have like more than one pattern on it that came with the stamp sets. Get as much of that off there as possible. Not clogging it. Okay. Now, do you want to add some numbers on here? Just for you guys. Actually, before I do that, I want to try this layer first. All right, just a heads up, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and hop off here in about 20 minutes. Okay. Now, I know, fun, right? So this is the sand texture powder, and then this was a stone texture powder. And this is how long ago I made this mix. So just a little over 2 years ago. And I have periodically I have added moisture to it in regards to adding more modeling paste or gesso, but otherwise it's the same mixture. Oh, no worries. Hello, Vampire. How are you? Besides done with the boxes. Are your fur children behaving themselves? Probably not. I'm good. Hope you had a great day. Yes, Skella wants food even though she literally. Of course she does. Actually wasn't bad today. I mean, it was busy, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's fabric week, so obviously it's going to be busy, but yeah. Let's do it. No. So backwards. Let's do that. Let's do it upside down and backwards. Okay. Let's do something up here. I just thought of this. I think I'm going to start calling people who like just pop in to say hi and then go straight to the balcony. I'm just going to start calling you guys ceiling fans because you're up there, but you're fans. That was probably a bad joke, but I think it was funny. If you got the pun. Instead of lurkers, ceiling fans. I think it's great. No, you're not, Vampire. You're just a ceiling fan. Alberta Clipper heading my way, blowing snow. Alberta Clipper. I don't know what's an Alberta Clipper. Storm from Western Canada. Ah. Hey, Estrada. Hey, Lydia. Are sure now all y'all are popping in. Okay, so do want to add a little bit more texture. I was finishing up some chores and ready to be in the craft room. Oh, yep. That was me at the W today. I was ready to go home and be in the craft room. There's going to be so many layers on this, you won't even know what to do with it. Nuts. I haven't played with my texture paste and stuff in a while, so this is refreshing for me to be able to actually get back into it. I need to play with some mixed media tags again soon. I don't know why I'm trying to put over those holes. It's not going to do me any good. Okay. Cool. Okay, now I think I'm done with that. Actually, I might take some across the edges here and there. Don't mind me, just using my finger tool. Okay. Now, um, slide that over. Okay, I think I'm just going to wrap that in there to help soften it up. Okay, now I'm going to dry this up. Get all those layers. All right, let's see. I never remember which one is more green. Gotta think of that. Don't think about it, just play, Casey. Hey, Darcy. Don't mind me, just get messy over here. Don't go to that one. turned out yummy. All right. Now, I think I want to use more sprays. More sprays, more sprays. That's a glitter mist. I don't want shiny. That is not what I want either. Oh, this is not the one I want. Those are not the sprays I am looking for. I want this one. Ah, there's that one. There's that one. That's the one I want. Okay, so this is Salvage Patina. Yeah. And we'll see how this works. see what extra we pick up. That's looking yummy. What do you guys think? Now, I'm sure these are intended as makeup blender thingies, but that's not what I use them for. Or that's not how I received them as. I think this is meant to be a bronzer or something. I don't know. But I'm also not worried about it. It has a brush attached to it. So I don't know if it's really doing anything. you can kind of see it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. No, not really. I'm kind of seeing it, but I think I might just stick with like using actual copper like paint because it might show up better. Hey, Chiquita. Okay, so try this instead. Don't take much because all we're doing is dry brushing. And it is very quiet. Concentrating on something out in the kitchen. 1 moment. Never mind. That blue might have gone into something, but I'm just like, there's nothing set low enough for her to really get into. So, mhm. I don't know if you guys can even really see the slight shimmer from the copper. Not much, but you guys can't really see it. You're in some of these open areas here. Alrighty, I think that's a good stopping point. No, I don't want to waste this copper if I don't have to. I love using this copper like on my job plate and stuff. So, the less I waste, the better. There we go. Cool beans. Oh, no worries. Alrighty, peeps. I am going to go ahead and call it a night. Relax a little bit, have me some dinner, and then as long as I can get my butt back off the couch after having dinner and watching a show, I'm gonna put some stuff together for tomorrow, for here and for going uh, to the shop. So I'll catch you all later. Thank you guys for hanging out, even if it was brief. I do appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'll see you in the morning. Bye, everyone.